This is the first year of the 454 SS. It's a 1990. Of course, it has its original 454, 31,000 miles. There's not a lot left to say. Let's take it for a test drive. Today we are in a 1990 Chevrolet 454 SS. This is a really cool truck with 31,791 actual miles. It has, of course, its original 454 SS motor, backed by the Turbo 400 3-speed automatic transmission, and it runs and drives exactly like a 31,000 mile 454 SS truck should drive like. Really no complaints mechanically. It's an easy truck to hop in and drive. You have your creature comforts like power steering, power disc brakes, obviously your factory AC, which blows nice and cold. Your heat also works exactly like it should. As far as your cruisability, we're rolling at 60 miles an hour or so right now, and it's doing everything we want it to do from a stock style 454 SS. As far as the interior goes, it's your stock code 47D, which is the garnet red interior. The seat covers are excellent. The dash is great. The headliner, the visors, all of that stuff is in fantastic condition. Carpet looks good. Floor mats are nice. You have your center console here with your lift out. Cup holders if you want some extra storage. Center console opens and closes properly. Same thing with your glove box with all of your RPO codes over there as well. The only flaws I'm going to really note is on the edge of the driver's seat bolster from getting in and out. There's like a tiny little hole right there, and then a little bit of wear spot on the seat bolster on the back of it. Just again, from getting in and out, you can have an interior shop touch that up really easy if you want to. Headliner's in great shape. Obviously, you have the sunroof here. There's a couple little wrinkle spots right around where the sunroof is. And I will say, going down the road with the sunroof closed, like you're going to get, since it's an aftermarket sunroof, it's got a little wind noise around the sunroof. I got it popped open right now, and it's really enjoyable to drive it. There's no real wind noise with the sunroof open. Obviously with the sunroof down, it does produce a little bit of wind noise. That's the really only disclaimers on the inside here, is that little edge of the spot on the driver's seat and then the sunroof wind noise. Everything else really shows fantastic, and it really looks like a 31,000 mile example in here. And this is a clean Carfax, clean Autocheck, no accidents or damage ever reported. So it is a clean truck, and again, 31,000 actual miles. It's 31,798. As far as the disclaimers on this truck, all of your gauges, all of your lights, the horn, wipers, the radio, the heat, the AC, all of that stuff is functioning properly. The real two notes that I have is the stereo does kick on, but it's not producing a crazy amount of volume. The stereo is really only coming out of the speaker over here on the dash. The passenger side one is not playing any sound. And then your other disclaimer is you do have a little bit of an oil drip, more of some seepage coming from the bottom of the oil pan. You probably start driving this thing consistently, it could get itself better, but it's not warranted to be replaced at this exact moment. The Does It Work section can be found on the website pcclassiccars.com in the additional media section. How you're going to find that is, again, go to pcclassiccars.com, click on the inventory tab, click on this truck, scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll see that additional media section, Carfax, Autocheck, motor numbers, imperfections, and then that Does It Work section will all be in that additional media section, so make sure you guys check that out. While we're sitting in here waiting for these cars, you do have a couple creature comforts on the inside of these 454 SSs. You have your fog light switch here. You got to have your headlights turned on. You have your cruise control and your tilt, your power windows, power locks. All of that is functioning properly. We are warmed up good, so let's go ahead and test out that 454. Do these trucks have crazy power? No. They're 230 horsepower and 385 foot-pounds of torque is what they were rated at in 1990, but it has plenty of power to do what you expect to do with this truck. It's smooth, easy performance, obviously with 380 or 385 foot-pounds of torque. It's plenty of low end to really get out, pull really well, and they're fun trucks to drive. As far as the underneath goes, floors are fantastic, inner rockers are great, bottom side of the cab, bottom side of the bed, I don't see any problems whatsoever. I will say on the bottom side of the body, as far as the fenders, lower rockers, and bedside, there's a couple little holes that are drilled. My guess is this had the fender flares and the ground effects on it on the truck at one point, and those were obviously removed, so it's got the little holes. You have to have the truck up in the air to see where those were mounted. Just a small little disclaimer. Obviously with this truck having the sunroof, probably all that stuff was done back at the dealer back in the day, but those have obviously since been removed. You have your nice 454 SS style wheels. Tires are in good shape, but they are a 2008 date code, but they obviously roll really well. They have good tread on them. If you wanted to, you could put some tires, but I would roll on them for a while. As you can see, I'm not fighting the truck. It goes down the road exactly like you want it to. On the exterior, obviously being a 1990, it's black, which is code U85555. The paint quality on the truck shows great. The top of the cab looks like it's been repainted. Probably a couple other little miscellaneous areas here and there, but it still represents fantastic. You do have your touch-ups on the front of the bumper, same thing with the front of the hood. Walking around the truck, it's got its imperfections, it's got its flaws. The rear bumper's got a few little nicks in it. Overall, cosmetically, it shows great, but you do have those imperfections, and you can find that stuff on the website, pcclassiccars.com, in the additional media section. But for an original style truck, it really represents fantastic. You have a nice bed cover in the back. Inside the bed itself is in really good condition. Don't see any major issues back there. I would probably take the bed cover off. That's just my personal preference, but if you like it, you can leave it on there. As far as your glass goes, you do have some delamination happening on the top of the windshield and on the outside posts. You don't really see the outside post delamination, but inside the truck here, you can see the delamination in the top driver's side corner of the windshield, but it doesn't impede your vision. You have a couple other little stone nicks in the windshield. Your side windows roll up and down like they should, and they are in nice shape as well. You have your mirrors on the left and the right, which you can clearly see out of. You have your rear view mirror and your manually sliding back glass. You do also have, again, the sunroof. Get a little bit extra light in here. My guess is this was probably done back in the day. I don't have a receipt for it. I don't know exactly when it was done. All right, we'll roll into it on this blacktop here, get a little bit more performance, see how it does. As far as your exhaust goes, it's all factory style exhaust, still has that large pancake style catalytic converter on it, the large muffler, and then the dual tailpipes coming out the back over there on the passenger side. Truck sounds great with the stock application. If you wanted to, you could put some Flowmasters on here behind those 454s. They sound great, but this truck having the stock exhaust, it's cool like that as well. As far as the engine compartment, when you pop the hood, you do have your hood release under the dash here. Then you have your secondary up underneath the hood. That all functions properly. In that engine compartment, the bottom side of the hood is nice. This is the original numbers matching 454 SS that the truck was born with. Your inner fenders are great. The charging system, it's doing its job. Firewall looks good. Core support, radiator itself, belts, hoses. No issues, no complaints with any of that stuff. It all looks really good. Really clean in there. And this is a fun truck to rip around. As you can see, I'm having a good time driving it. Has plenty of power. Transmission shifts great. The brakes feel good. The AC's on, blowing nice and cold. Got our sunroof open with some airflow coming in here. Just a cool truck. Always been a big fan of the 454 SS's. Obviously 1990 is your first year. The later years, you could get the other colors with red and white. Black is obviously the easiest one to find. The red and white ones are pretty scarce, so if you're wanting one of these trucks, you're most likely going to end up with the black one. The red and white ones don't seem to trade very often out on the open market, but their trucks are cool front to back. They're a lot of fun to drive, and they've always been really popular for us here at PC Classic Cars. And again, this is a really good example. We are going to roll out here real quick from a dead stop and see what we can do from a dead stop. See if we can get a little tire chirp from the dead stop here. Yeah, not bad from a little dead stop. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1990 Chevrolet 454 SS with 31,803 actual miles from myself and everybody here at PC Classic Cars. We appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day. We will catch you guys on the next video.